plays flying, engines blowing full. Side by side, leaning into the fight, chasing that checkered flag at night. We're burning up dirt, kicking up dust, ain't nothing like racing with the rest of us. Bending steel, we're tough as nails, one lap closer, bringing trails from green to checkered, all out attack. We're born for the dirt, ain't looking back. Fuel in the veins, working all week just to feel this strain. On the edge, we don't play it safe. Running that wall, we're hitting the brakes. We're burning up dirt, kicking up dust. Ain't nothing like racing with the rest of us. Bending steel, we're tough as nails. One lap closer, bringing trails from green to checkered, all out attack. We're born for the dirt, ain't looking back. In the pits, we're family bound by grease and grit, building dreams from the crowd, there's no quit. We live for the thrill, speed's our desire. When we hit the track, we're playing with fire. We're burning up dirt, kicking up dust. Ain't nothing like racing with the rest of us. Bending steel, we're tough as nails. One lap closer, breaking trails from green to checkered, all out attack. We're born for the dirt, ain't looking back.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back for a little bit of week 8 action. Let's go ahead and pull up the cars so you guys can see who's out there. Right now it is Remington James at the top of the charts, Landon Moody, Michael Swank, Jalen Mills, and Gary Edwards, your top 5 in practice here tonight as we get ready for week number 8 here in the ARCA Clay Clash. How's everybody doing tonight? Are you guys ready? Mike says California. Definitely a lot of people out here tonight. Should be a wild one. We will be sending some drivers home here tonight. I don't see Kenny is not out here tonight. Mix. Kenny is not out here. What's up, Jacob Cannon? What's up, buddy? How you been? As we are getting ready for tonight's race, we are going to get into qualifying here in just a little bit. I will do a driver's meeting for these guys. Let's see, Shane Haas out on the track. Shane Haas putting down some decent lap times. Chris Mayo looking to pick up the pace a little bit in the number 4 machine. He is making a little bit of an iRacing comeback right now. Bill Sleep is currently in that number 16 spot on the charts. It is going to take the first 16 drivers into the feature. Nice. You got to get out in some of these ARCA Clay Clashes. They're a lot of fun, Jacob. All right, so Landon Moody, our defending 2-time series champion, out there second quick right now. Gary Edwards out there running 5th quick. The crash register currently in the top 10 for qualifying here tonight. Going to be interesting to see how things go down. We got Luke Swarting out here. Good to see Luke making more appearances in a lot of our races. He has definitely picked up the pace over on the Woot side. What's up, Wallace? What's up, buddy? How's your knee doing? You ready to get back to the racetrack this year? Hopefully knee is progressing well enough for you to start going here soon. Just a heads up, if you guys don't normally run with us, make sure you go in and change the steering ratio to 8-1. It will help you a lot. All right, so we have about 2 seconds left here in practice. We're going to get into qualifying. We'll go ahead. I will do the driver's meeting at the beginning of heat race number 1. Also, remember, I will do the driver's meeting at the beginning of heat race number 1. As these guys are going to jump out on the track for qualifying. Well, I mean, if you want to hear it, you don't have to be present. I'm just going to tell everybody what the rules are. Most people know already. I think almost everybody, if not everybody's ran with us before. All right, we're going to get these guys out on the track. You want to see? There's probably going to, yeah, I'll just give you a quick rundown at the beginning of heat race number 1, just so, you know, it's pretty simple around here. All right, so talking to the drivers a little bit, we got Luke Swarting out on the track. Remember, 3 laps, guys. 3 laps, 3 minutes. Use them how you want. Got BK out there, Brayton out there trying to shake up Moody's run a little bit. He was quick when he was running with us before, trying to make a comeback, trying to find his footing. It took him a little bit last week at Weedsport, but definitely found some speed towards the end of the race and put some pressure on Moody. He's looking to do the same here tonight, but hopefully from not so far back. Jalen Mills at the top of the charts with a 16.889. Let's see if BK can pick up the pace here on lap number 2. He's going to go quick time with a 16.877 out of Brayton. Swank, he was quick at the top of the boards for a while in practice here tonight. Can he put that number 9 machine up at the top of the board? Oh, he's going to loop it on lap number 2. He goes 5th quick with a 17.031. Matthew Lindy out on the track in the number 3 machine, looking to shake up Moody a little bit. We'll see if he can make his way up into that top 5 here tonight. Maybe rattle Moody's cage a little bit. Remington James out on the track. We got to keep an eye on him. He has been quick each week. As Lindy going to go quick time with a 16.881 for Matthew Lindy. So Lindy going to go to the top of the charts. Landon Moody currently 5th quick. So Moody looking like he's going to have a little bit of competition here tonight. What do you mean? Oh, he's a little sideways out of turn number 4 as Lindy sits at the top of the charts. Moody's going to move it up to 2nd quick. Only 1/1000th of a second off of Lindy with an 8.12. Remington James in 3rd, BK in 4th, Jalen Mills in 5th. That is a fairly solid top 3. Looks like we got Zachary Martin jumping out on the track right now. Will he have enough time? He definitely does not have enough internet connection. That is not good for him as he is going to continuously blink out. That is going to be the end of qualifying anyway. He's not going to get a lap in, and we are going to get ready for heat race number 2. Or 1. No, he can't. No, he can't. All right, so Remington James going to sit at the top of the charts here. He did get the quick time. I didn't notice that. So Remington James at the top of the charts. I was watching chat and the guy blinking. Oh, as Remington James went out there and stole the quick time, we're going to go ahead and pull up heat race number 1, starting on the pole here tonight in heat race number 1. It is going to be the number 30, actually the number 7 of Remington James. Outside of him in the number 84 machine, it is going to be Landon Moody. Starting inside row number 2 in the number 20 machine, it is going to be Jalen Mills. Outside of him in the number 52, it's going to be Andrew Crash Register. Starting inside row number 4 in the number 17 machine, it is going to be Drew Dawson. Outside of him in the number 5, it's going to be Britton Cook. Starting inside row number 5 in the number 4 machine is going to be Hunter Hensley. Outside of him in the number 66, it's going to be Bill Sleep, followed by David Mayo and Travis Rainey, as we are going to go green flag next time by. Get back out there as best you can. Guys, this start will be on a leader anywhere in the middle of 3 and 4 on out. We do not give EOLs in this series, so if you cause a crash and you think you are the cause of the crash and you want to take the EOL, just drive through the pits. Biggest thing is chat. I don't care if you have a problem with someone and you want to tell them they're a fucking moron, go ahead and mic it up. Do it once, keep it one and done, or you could get removed. Green flag is out as they come out of turn number 4. It is going to be Remington James down on the bottom side as they head into turn number 1 and 2. Going to be Remington leading the way, but Moody's going to dig back to the outside track race. Down the back straightaway, user 6342-377-92-8817. Go Moody as they head through turn number 3 and 4. Drag race to the line. I'm not sure who had it as they head into 1 and 2. So lap number 1 in the books. I think Remington might have had it as we got issues in the back. Crash register already around him and Jalen Mills, 2 favorites to make the feature here tonight, as Jalen is not happy as they head into turn number 1 and 2. Out of turn number 2, down the back straightaway. Here comes Remington back up underneath Moody as Moody went around him in 1 and 2. Down into turn number 3 and 4. Remington going to slide up the track. Out of turn number 4, down the front straightaway. Here comes Moody back down low, down into turn number 1 and 2. Side by side, Moody down low, Remington up high as they come out of turn number 2. Drag race down the back straightaway. Remington with the advantage into turn number 3. Moody's going to lick the stamp, send it up the track, slides it into 3 and 4. Here comes Remington back up underneath. Drag race to the line. Remington going to have it at the line. 4 laps complete. 4 laps to go. Oh, Bill Sleep with issues as he goes around at the back of the pack. He's going to get it back straight as Remington continues to lead. No, Moody's going to take it back out of turn number 4. Remington, too much gas sideways. Out of 4, it's going to be Moody at the line as they head into 1 and 2. One little mistake could shake you off this battle as these guys are so good as they come out of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. Moody up on the high side. Remington down low into turn number 3 and 4. What a race for the lead as they come out of turn number 4. Remington gives the gas, but here comes Moody digging back on the outside. 2 laps to go. Side by side for the lead as they head into turn number 1 and 2 down the back straightaway. Top 6 are going to transfer through. Cook is in that final transfer spot as Rainey's going to have issues at the back of the pack as the leaders come around. It is going to be Landon Moody with the lead this time by white flag is out. 1 lap to go. Down into turn number 1 and 2 going to be Moody out front leading the way. Down the back straightaway. He's got a clear lead. Will Remington take the shot into turn number 3 and 4? He's going to shove it in hard. Out of turn number 4, it's going to be Landon Moody with the win. Remington in second. Who's going to get third? Dawson, Edwards, Bennett, Cook, all going to the feature. Mills, Mayo, Register, Sleep, and Rainey going to the LCQ. That was a great battle for the lead. All right, what a race for the lead as we are going to go ahead and stack them back up for heat race number 2. Let's go ahead and hit up that starting lineup as Matthew Lindy going to bring these guys off to the green flag. In that number 3 machine, outside of him, in the number 28K, it's going to be BK Brayton. Starting inside, row number 2, in the number 93 machine, it's going to be Logan Anderson. Outside of him, in the number 9, it's going to be Michael Swank. Starting inside, row number 5, in the number 2 machine, it's going to be Luke Swarding. Outside of him, in the number 30, it's going to be Mike Menez. Am I saying that right? I know I got some Menez people out there. Starting inside, what's up, Kenny? Starting inside, row number 4, in the number 23 machine, it's going to be Shane Haas. Outside of him, in the number 18, it's going to be Austin Smith. Starting inside, row number 5, in the number 55 machine, it's going to be Cameron Jacob. Outside of him, in the number 4, it's going to be Chris Sleep. Then rounding out the field here tonight, in the 04, it's going to be Zachary Martin with Keelan Tate to his outside in the 115. Matthew, just a reminder, this start is going to be on you anywhere in the middle of 3 and 4 on out. So probably around in between the 2 white tires on out. Obviously, you want to keep this thing as straight as possible when you get on the gas. All right, we're going to look here for heat race number 2 as they come out of turn number 2. It is going to be Matthew Lindy. BK on the outside. Brayton looking to get himself maybe a heat race win here tonight, but Matthew going to make it hard as they come out of turn number 4 looking for that green flag. Green flag is out. Wow, Logan gave Lindy a little bit of a shot there coming to the green. That's going to give BK a good start on the outside as they come out of turn number 2. Down the back straightaway looking for turn number 3 and 4. It's going to be BK leading the way as they come out of turn number 4 down the front straightaway. Hold on, we're going to go ahead and do something real quick. Somebody want to look at that and make sure that Brayton started on green? Out of turn number 2, down the back straightaway, going to be BK leading the way. Going to be Matthew Lindy in that number 2 spot as they head through turn number 3 and 4. BK leading the way. Big bobble. Here comes Lindy. Back underneath as they head into turn number 1 and 2. Lindy going to ship it up underneath. BK back to the outside as they come out of turn number 2. Drag race. What's up, Caden? Down the back straightaway. BK going to hold on, but I'll tell you what, Lindy looking real good, real smooth through 3 and 4. He's going to get tight. Pushes up the track. Almost contact. Big run by BK on the outside. Down the front straightaway into turn number 1 and 2. Battle for the lead as they come out of turn number 2. Down the back straightaway. Looking for turn number 3 and 4. All right. If you're going to keep it going, we're going to remove you. Out of turn number 4, down the front straightaway, down into turn number 1 and 2. Oh, we got a car coming off of pit road, looking for turn number 3 and 4. Brayton continuing to lead the way. Out of turn number 4, down the front straightaway, going to be BK into turn number 1 and 2. No wreck, not any real wrecking. There was a little wrecking at the back. As they come out of turn number 2, battle for second as Anderson has that number 2 spot. Here comes Lindy. He's going to ship it into 3 and 4, slides up the track, takes that number 2 spot back. But here comes Anderson. Back down low. White flag is out. Say that again, Moody. Out of turn number 2, down the back straightaway. Did you do that for me? Look at. It's going to be BK, Lindy, Anderson, Swank, Haas, Smith. Yeah, I wasn't sure. He got a little bump. Lindy got a little bump from Anderson from behind right around that time. I think everybody was trying to go, and that's why I asked you to look. All right, so top 4 from the Conti. Top 4 from the Conti, guys. All right, we're going to get ready for, you might see some demon, for the LCQ as these guys get out on the track. Let's go ahead and pull up that starting lineup. I'll tell you what, Jalen Mills is going to have some work to do tonight, but he is quick in that number 20. He's going to be starting on the pole here in the B main. Outside of him, in the number 4 machine, it's going to be Chris Sleep. David Mayo starting inside row number 2 in the number 16 machine. Outside of him, in the number 30, it's going to be Mike Menez. Wow. Starting inside row number 3 in the number 52 machine, it is going to be Andrew Register. Outside of him, in the number 2, it's going to be Luke Schwarting. Starting in that number 7 spot inside row number 4 in the number 66 machine, it's going to be Bill Sleep. Outside of him, in the number 55, it's going to be Cameron Jacobs. Starting inside row number 5, it is going to be the number 10 machine of Travis Rainey. Outside of him, in the 115, it's going to be Keelan Tate. And rounding out the field here tonight, in the 04, it's going to be Zachary Martin. All right, Jalen, you already know anywhere from the middle of 3 and 4 on out. Starts on you. So, Shane Haas made the feature. He has not been making it. He's got to feel good about that. Yeah, I was just saying that, Shane. That's wild. Yeah, I think Mills should easily win this one as long as he doesn't have any problems. Green flag is out as Chris Sleep is asleep at the wheel. Mayo's going to go around. Mayo goes around as they head into turn number 1 and 2. Going to be Jalen Mills leading the way. Chris Sleep in second. Menez in third. Register in fourth in that final transfer spot. Here comes Squirting to the outside. Cameron Jacobs going to ship it up underneath in that number 55. Oh, my God, it is crazy back here right around that transfer spot as they head down the front straightaway into turn number 1 and 2. Chris Sleep starting to stay in this one as they're 3 wide for the transfer spot. Out of turn number 2, down the back straightaway. That's going to put Jacobs in the final transfer position as they head through turn number 3 and 4. Mills driving away with this one, so we're going to stay and watch this battle for the transfer spot as Rainey has issues in that number 10 machine. He's going to go ahead and take the tow. Let's go back to the battle for the transfer spot as Cameron Jacob is there. Swarting 1 spot out as they head through turn number 3 and 4. All-Star game is on world. Oh, okay. Let's go 52, says Kenny. Yeah, everybody wants to root for Register. Register now moving his way up into the number 2 spot. Oh, Swarting is gone as they come out of turn number 4. Touch doors into 1 and 2. Here comes Register on the outside, looking to keep that number 2 spot as they come out of turn number 2. Down the back straightaway, it is the Jalen Show out front. He is 2.5 seconds out as he hits the halfway point. 5 laps to go. Yeah, Mayo's not going to make it. Mayo had that issue on the start. So right now, Cameron Jacobs in the number 55, currently sitting in that final transfer spot. Keelan Tate has moved his way up into 5th as he makes his way around Chris Sleep. Can he catch that top 4? This could get real interesting for the transfer spot. If Keelan catches him, it could hold up Jacobs and Keelan and bring the rest of the field up into that battle for the final transfer spot. But he doesn't have a lot of time. And Zachary Martin having a good run, starting shotgun on the field. Currently 7th, racing Chris Sleep for the number 6 spot. Sleep gets in the back and taking a gas it up out of 4. He's sideways down into the outside wall on the front straightaway. Down into turn number 1 and 2. Great battle here for first person going home. Right now it is Zachary Martin making his way up into the number 5 spot, taking a dig back on the outside as they come out of turn number 4. It is going to be 2 laps to go for Jalen Mills and company as we move back to the transfer spot. Jacobs just needs to be smooth and not make any mistakes. He's got about a lap and a half left as he comes out of turn number 2. Down into turn number 3 and 4. Going to get that white flag this time by. And I'll tell you what, Zachary Martin is closing the gap in a hurry. White flag is out. We're watching the battle for the transfer spot. Jalen Mills well out in front as they head through turn number 1 and 2. Here comes Martin in the 0-4. Martin looking to upset the 55 of Cameron Jacobs as they head through 3 and 4 one last time. Jacobs sends it in hard. Oh, there's a little contact out of 4. Drag race for the spot. Jacobs is going to take it. Martin, Keelan Tate, Sleep, Bill Sleep, Mayo all going home. Yeah, that was a phenomenal race for the transfer spot. Zachary, great clean run there. You could have taken him out and you didn't. Keelan, good job too. Chris, obviously good job. Wow, that transfer spot was insane as we are going to get ready for tonight's starting lineup. Let's go ahead. Wow. That was insane. That was a great battle for the transfer spot. I hope Zachary comes back. That was a good sportsmanship right there out of him. He could have taken him out and he did not. So definitely a shout out to Zachary Martin as we are going to get ready for tonight's starting lineup here. For the main event, let's go ahead and hit him up. It is going to be Lyndon Moody in the number 84 starting on the pole. Outside of him in the 28K, it's going to be Brayton. Starting inside, row number 2 in the number 7 machine, it's going to be Remington James. Outside of him in the number 3, it's going to be Matthew Lindy. Starting inside, row number 3 in the number 17 machine, it's going to be Drew Dawson. Outside of him in the 93, it's going to be Logan Anderson. Starting inside, row number, I don't know what number he's in. We got to go look. No, it doesn't have a number. It is going to be Gary Edwards starting inside row number 4. Outside of him in the number 9, it's going to be Michael Swank. Starting inside row number 5 in the number 69, it is going to be Justin Bennett. Outside of him in the 23, it's going to be Shane Haas. Then rounding out the rest of the field here tonight, 11th, Britton Cook. 12th, Austin Smith. Then it's going to be Jalen Mills, 13th, Andrew Register, 14th, Mike Mendez in 15th, and Cameron Jacobs in that number 16 spot as we look for the green flag out of turn number 4. Green flag is out. Green flag is out as they head into turn number 1 and 2. Battle's going to be for second on back. Here comes Remington James up underneath. Big run for BK on the outside. No, Bill didn't make it. This field's getting tough. You know that, Kenny. As they come out of turn number 4, down the front straightaway. Big bobble by the 69. They're going to save it as we got a great battle for third as they're nose to nose into turn number 1 and 2. Door to door out of turn number 2, down the back straightaway. Connor, thank you for the follow. Appreciate that as they head into turn number 3 and 4. Lindy going for the slide on BK. Can't make it as they come out of turn number 4. down the front straightaway into turn number 1 and 2. We did lead the track the same. It looks like it is wearing pretty well. It is going to get slick here tonight as we got a bobble fest in the back. Big save by Shane Haas. A lot of give and take there. A lot of give and take early in this one as we move back up to the front. Let's go check on Jalen Mills. How far has he made it? He's already up 5 spots to the number 8 spot. Look for him to make short work of a lot of these guys, get himself up into the top 5 as Moody continues to lead. Oh no, Jacob's going to have issues at the back. No yellow flag as we move back up to the front. Here comes a battle for second as BK cuts back up underneath Lindy into 1 and 2. Oh, Shane Haas goes around. Caution flag comes out. What a race. This is just a smorgasbord of issues back here. Let's see what happens to Shane Haas. Oh, he just throttles it up. Oh, honestly, great job by Shane Haas in the 23. Good racing through the field here tonight. Seeing a lot of give and take. A lot of give and take. Definitely good to see. As we are going to get a restart here. Look, guys, I saw a lot of give and take there. Definitely appreciate it. Let's keep that going tonight. Like they said, it is starting to get slick out there. Remember, the start will be on Moody. Yeah, it looked good to me. I was too busy yelling at my microphone. All right. We are going to re-rack them up again as they should get the 1 to go this time by. We are definitely going to start thinking about maybe a slight track reset going into the future if we continue to get these bigger fields. Definitely wears the track a lot more. Some of these tracks like this, we're definitely doing some resets next week. We're going to the Chili Bowl next week. You guys don't want to miss that. We're probably, I haven't decided, 75 or 100 laps there. But Chili Bowl was fun when we went last time. As we look for the green flag out of turn number 4, green flag is out. Green flag is out. I like that Moody went a little bit earlier, probably than I normally would have wanted to there, but that is all right. Oh, we got one going around. No! Oh my God! Big wreck. Caution flag comes out. Logan goes around in the number 93. Let's go take a look and see what happened. Is Logan gonna? Oh, he's gonna try not. Oh, that was just hard racing there. Unfortunate for the 93 of Anderson. And he is going to go around. Is he having issues? Is this car? Oh, he's trying to hit pit road. So Anderson going to jump on pit road as they come out of turn number 4. Caution flag comes out. All right, so Anderson just tried not to take out Remington, had to get on the binders and got tagged from behind. Just hard racing there, guys. Thank you for the repost, by the way, user 63423779288817. I love doing that. I don't know why. It's just fun to do. So working the second caution flag here of the night here at Lucas Oil. Been some pretty wild racing here tonight. I've enjoyed it so far. We still got a lot of racing left here tonight in the feature as they are going to get the 1 to go. Anderson back out on the track. As they look for the green flag this time by Anderson, going to go catch the field. He is not 1 lap down. I mean, if you just go talk to them, I'm sure they'll help you out. Green flag is out as we got a smorgasbord of issues at the back of the pack. As they head into turn number 3 and 4, it is going to be Moody up on the high side. Here comes Lindy down low. Out of turn number 4, down the front straightaway, looking at a 1 and 2. Moody will help you, I'm sure. Just tag him in my Discord. Oh, Bennett goes around. Caution flag comes out. We got a couple So caution flag comes out here tonight for the third time. Definitely a little bit interesting there. We're going to get these guys lined back up once again, looking for another restart. Yeah, right, Moody, don't help anyone. All right, so we got a couple guys getting lined up here as we are going to get the one to go this time by. Get the one to go. Let's see if we can get some green flag laps. Hopefully we can. Funny but true. Moody helps me all the time. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know. Sometimes he helps me even if he doesn't know he's helping me. All right, we are looking for the green flag this time by as they come out of turn at number 2. Looks like Justin Bennett going to be done for the night, says he is out. So we are down to 15 cars looking for the green flag out of turn number 4. Green flag is out. Green flag's out. Moody with a good jump as we got a battle for the number 2 spot as they head into turn at number 1 and 2. Slide by Brayton. Brayton going to get it straight out of turn number 2, but big run by Lindy. It is crazy back here as we are trying to get 2 and 3 wide. Looks like Jalen and Register going to get caught up a little bit. Big saves there. Big doors there. Oh, man. Oh, they are going to go around. Oh. No yellow. There it is. Jalen's going to get the worst of that one. Just a lot of really edgy there. As we get the caution flag here once again. That was actually pretty clever though, so. All right, so let's see if we get that one to go. All right, guys, just a heads up. I was talking to Moody a little bit before this. If we continue to get these bigger fields, I might do a slight track reset at the beginning of the feature. It won't be a full track reset, but just to keep an eye, you know. And I know these the line's getting real thin out there. Everybody's points have been counting. I just got to get the points out there for you guys. It's been crazy for me with the weather and the kids stuff, so I'll get that out this weekend for sure. No, it's all me. You guys have been fine. I just life gets busy sometimes. Green flag is out as they come out of turn number 4. Oh, it is sketchy. Here comes Moody Lindy with a good run on the outside into 1 and 2. Moody going to slide up the track. Lindy going to get the cut down. BK down low. They're going to be 3 wide for the lead down the back straightaway. Oh, Moody's going to get edged up in the wall a little bit. He's going to fall back to 3rd as Lindy jumps up to the top. Here comes BK down low. Drag race. New race leader at the line. It's going to be Lindy into turn number 1 and 2. Great move by Lindy. Moody's going to slide BK. BK back with the cut down. Here comes Swank and Remington. Great battle up at the front as they head into turn number 3 and 4. Lindy going to continue to lead as they come out of turn number 4. Yeah, this is great racing right here. As Lindy comes across the line, it is going to be 12 laps complete. We got issues in the back. Shane Haas, a couple of them around. It has not gone yellow yet. Let's see if we do. As they come out of turn number 4, looks like... Oh, we got one sideways still. Let's see if they get it going straight. Oh, the 18's going to wait. Yellow comes out. Oh, my God. Moody flipped it. All right, we're going to go try and take a look. Yeah, you guys were 4 wide. Oh, my God. All right, we got to look at Austin in this one. Yeah, they just ran out of room there. Ooh. All right, so caution flag comes out. Looks like Austin going to be a little broken here after taking a tumble. Yeah, definitely a little bit of pacing. It was good. Next week will be regular time. As we got him stacked up looking for that green flag this time by. As they head into turn number 3 and 4. Green flag is out. Wow, Lindy waits. Lindy waited. These guys weren't ready for it as they head into turn number 1 and 2. Lindy going to slide up the track in turn number 1 and 2. Here comes BK looking to the outside. Oh, Lindy into the wall. Big wreck down the front straightaway. BK sideways. BK sideways the wrong way, hard into that side wall. Oh, he tried to put it where it didn't belong. He tried to sneak to the outside. Oof, hard into the wall. I'm going to be honest with you, single file would make zero difference with what's happened. You guys were 4 wide the one time and you know, Brayton shouldn't have taken a page out of my book. He should have pulled out there. All right, so work at the caution flag here once again. Yeah, neither one of you look bad right now. He got a piece of you, which looks like it's what pushed you up higher and made it hard. He kind of got a good run. I think if he had thought about that differently, I think he would have backed out of it if he could take it back. All right, looking for the green flag as they come out of turn number 4. Green flag is out. Had a lot of anticipation there as they come out of turn number 4. Down the front straightaway into 1 and 2. Oh, Lindy gets the tire just a tick. That's going to allow Moody with a big run on the outside. Down the back straightaway looking for 3 and 4. Moody going to take the lead back as they head into turn number 3 and 4. Side by side. Oh, he got the wolf tire again. Out of turn number 4. Down the front straightaway. Caution flag comes out. Oh, what happened to Remington up there? So big pile up in turn number 3 and 4. As they get the caution flag here once again, we're going to see if we can clean this up. We're going to try to get some laps here. It is pretty slick out there. So next week we're at the Chili Bowl, so it's not going to matter. We're going to have to do the reset anyway. Yeah, both your cars look good up front. You got it in 1 and 2, and then you got it real good in 3 and 4. Oh, I thought you did. It looked like you did. Maybe you didn't. All right, looking for the green flag as they come out of turn number 4. Single file restart. Oh, no. What happened? I'm going to add one more lap here just because I know how this track is. just so the pace truck gets a full lap. I'm good. All right. We're going to get the one to go this time by. As they come out of turn number 4, let's get them lined up single file. Try this one again. All right, let's see. It is going to be Lindy bringing them to the green flag this time by. Trying to get to the halfway point at least. Let's see if we can do it. There's razor thin up at the top. Green flag is out. Green flag is out. Single file restart as they head into turn number 1 and 2. Going to be Lindy leading the way. Moody in second. Swink, Edwards. Swink has been pretty quiet. He's been up front. And look at this. Jalen Mills in the number 5 spot as we got issues at the back already. Everybody's going to keep it straight as they head through turn number 3 and 4. Out of turn number 4, Shane Haas going to dig to the outside of Jacobs as they come down. Oh, 3 wide as Remington goes to the bottom into turn number 1 and 2. Jacobs going to slide up the track. A little bit of contact between Haas and Jacobs out of turn number 2. Down the back straightaway. Register has to back out of it. Haas down on the bottom. Has to dodge the tire. It is crazy as the 8 goes around. Cook goes around. He's going to get it back straight. Don't bring out the caution. As they head into turn number 3 and 4. Motherfucker. Oh my God. Register just doored the shit out of BK. Oh my God. Oh my God. All right, so caution flag is out. It's going to be Moody now in the lead after that contact there. Let's go take a look and see what happened there. Oh, he got sideways. Oh, no. That's going to cost him a couple spots as that puts Jalen Mills back up towards the front. As they should get the one to go this time by, it is. Cameron ate a really stale donut on that last caution. All right, looking for the green flag as they head into turn number 3 and 4. What the fuck? Why did it just delay the start? Yeah, I wish we had done a track reset. I didn't hear anything, so I didn't do one. All right, they are going to go green this time. By pace truck going to pull off. It is going to be Moody leading the way. Moody, Swank, Jalen Mills, Matthew Lindy, Gary Edwards, your top 5 right now, as we are going to look for the green flag this time by. Green flag is out. Green flag is out. Mills going to slide up a little bit. Almost opens the door for Lindy as they head into turn number 1 and 2. Lindy going to roll the bottom, get up underneath Mills as they come out of turn number 2. Oh, Mills going to smack the wall down the back straightaway into turn number 3. What's up, Freya? As they come out of turn number 4 down the front straightaway. Battle for that number 3 spot. Here comes Lindy up underneath. Lindy going to roll the bottom as they head through turn number 1 and 2. Down the back straightaway. Big run for Mills. Lindy going to jump up to the top lane as they head into turn number 3 and 4. Oh, Swank up over the cushion. That's going to cost him. He's got Mills all over the back of him. Down the front straightaway into turn number 1 and 2. That line is... Oh... Thank you for the rose. Appreciate that. This has been a rough one tonight. As we work the caution flag here once again, let's go ahead and make this live. Yeah, there's a lot of racing left, guys. Let's get some laps in and get a rhythm because it is slick out there. You know, I asked Moody to let me know if we needed a track reset before the feature, but he never let me know, so you can blame it on him. Yeah, he probably will. He's been running a lot. Green flag is out as they come out of turn number 4. Moody on the gas down the front straightaway looking for turn number 1 and 2. Going to try to get some laps in. Swank in that number 2 spot. He's going to jump over the cushion. Here comes Mills down low out of turn number 2. Down the back straightaway. Lindy going to take it 3 wide. He's going to pull out as they head into 3 and 4. Mills up the track. Swank going to dig on the outside. What a battle. Lindy takes advantage. He gets a twofer out of turn number 4. Down into 1 and 2. Lindy going to get himself back up into the number 2 spot. Here comes Mills. Swank going to go to the bottom. Great battle up at the front as they head into turn number 3 and 4. Out of turn number 4. Side by side for that number 2 spot. This battle for second is great. And look at this. BK making his way back up to the field methodically in that number 28. Look for him to get back up into that top 5 as they come out of turn number 2. Lindy has made his way back up into the number 2 spot. Mills going to work the bottom side into turn number 3 and 4. Moody out front as they come across the line. Going to be 23 laps complete as they head into turn number 1 and 2. Almost to the halfway point is definitely. Yo, what's up, Shadow? Down into turn at number 3 and 4. Mills going to roll the bottom. Lindy up high. That bottom side is probably going to start coming in here pretty soon. They're going to run out of the... They're running out of the top lane. So far, 1 and 2, it looks okay. But 3 and 4, they're having to get a little bit more creative. There's not a whole lot of line left. As you can watch Moody here, he's going to be at the absolute top of the track. You can't go much higher than that. Lindy going to fight a little bit up there. But Moody going to lead as they hit the halfway point. 25 laps. Caution flag comes out. Andrew Register having a little bit of struggle here in the number 52. He's just going to... Oh. He blinked out. Oh. That is unfortunate for the crash register as the caution flag comes out once again. Next caution, I'm going back 2 by 2 because we were closing in on the end, and I want these guys to be able to race it out. The front has been phenomenal. I'm not going to lie. The racing in the top 10, top 5 has been absolutely phenomenal all night long. So Britton Cook down on pit road, getting some damage repaired. As we should get the one to go this time by. Let's go ahead and find out. One to go. One to go. Pace truck is in. Cook's going to make his way out. He's got to watch that cone and pull out behind the field. As they head into turn number 3 and 4, we got him nose to tail. Green flag is out. Green flag is out. Here comes Lindy back up for the battle for the lead as they come into turn number 1 and 2. After that little slide, oh, he goes up over the berm. He's going to lose one spot, almost lost 2. Swink gives him the room down the back straightaway, but move Mills up to second. Down into 3 and 4. Lindy's going to let him know he's there. Gives him a knock on the back door as they come out of turn number 4 down the front straightaway. So Mills takes advantage, jumps up. Oh, Lindy into the back of him again. The contact, they're going to save it. BK down low. More contact, 3 wide. Lindy is going to lose a ton of spots. Falls back to 6. Here comes Dawson in the 17, moving Lindy back to 7th. Back up to the front. Moody going to walk away with this one as we got Mills up into the number 2 spot. BK. Oh, he gets the inside tire. Big hit for BK in the 1 and 2. Slides up the track. Big cut down by Swank. Swank going to get up underneath into the number 3 spot. BK going to hold on as they head through turn number 3 and 4. Lindy continuing to roll the bottom, trying to make his way back up as they come out of turn 4. Contact with Edwards. Down into turn number 1 and 2. Oh, BK. Swank. Oh, big contact. Big checkups. Oh, BK hard into the outside wall. No caution flag. Oh, there it is. You did a little more than hit the tractor tire. You ate that fucker. Moto Matt, thank you for the follow. Appreciate that. You'll never know. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate that. All right, so caution flag out once again. BK absolutely smoking that tractor tire. That car's got to be junk on that. Yeah, that left front is junk. What are you, about 90 degrees to the left, Brayton? Oh, and the left tire is still pointing left. All right, looking for the green flag. Yeah, you smoked that tire. Looking for the green flag as they head into turn number 3 and 4. Green flag is out as Moody on the gas. Green, green, green. So Lindy with a little bit of ground to make up once again. He's back in the number 4 spot. He's got to find his way around Swank and Mills to get back to Moody as they come down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. Going to be Moody continuing to lead. Mills going to go to the bottom. Watch the 20. He seems to get better as this track slickens out. He's got a little bit. We didn't see him tonight. We got a little bit of Ethan Bauer, in him. Bauer's definitely that type of driver, and Mills picking up the pace as this race goes on. It is chaos back here. I don't know how Brayton is even driving that thing. He's going to toss it up. Gets real tight. Wow. I don't know how he's driving that thing. He's 90 degrees turned to the right on the straightaways, he says. Down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. Mills in that number 2 spot. Swank in third as they head through turn number 3 and 4. Battle for 4th. Edwards into Lindy. Lindy around. Caution. Caution flag comes out. Edwards is going to toss it in there a little too hard and gets in. Oh, he's trying to. Yeah. I don't think he expected him to come down like that. And it's so hard just to bind it up and break. That is unfortunate. Looks like Lindy going to pull down on pit road as Moody continues to lead. Caution flag out once again. Man, this has been a caution-riddled race here tonight. We are 30 minutes into this race. It has been brutal. Appreciate you guys staying and hanging out. Let me know if you're still out there in the chat. Definitely have a few people out there. It's one to go, guys. One to go if you're on pit road. All right, those guys going to pull off onto the track. Moody going to lead him to the green flag once again. Mills going to try to get the edge here. Green flag is out. Mills with a good jump in second. So does Swink as they head into turn number 1 and 2. Going to be Moody leading the way. Michael Swink in second. Going to be Mills in third. Here comes Mills back on the outside. Swink going to dig back down low through turn number 3 and 4. Swink going to slide up the track out of turn number 4. Mills tries to cut down. Hard to do on a slick track. Gives the bumper to Swink into turn number 1 and 2. Out of turn number 2, door to door. They're going to bang doors a little bit. Swink's going to have a good run out of turn 2. Down the back straightaway. Out of beer. Down into turn number 3 and 4. Yeah, we got to do a track reset on these in the future now. The line's getting so thin. We got so many people, and they actually know what they're doing most of the time, so it actually burns out the track a little bit more, and there's absolutely nothing at the top as Swink gets a bobble. Mills back into the number 2 spot. So the battle for second on back has been phenomenal. The battle up at the front has been phenomenal, but Moody has taken the lead, has not looked back for quite a while as we got 14 laps to go. Battle for second has been great as Swink sits in that number 3 spot, rolling the bottom through 1 and 2. That could come in. Look at Register has had a rough night. He is in the number 5 spot, but BK going to look low. I don't know how he is driving that thing. How the hell is he driving that thing as they come? Oh, no. Remington. Big save for Remington as they came out of turn number 4. Move BK up into the number 5 spot. Back up to the number 2 position as Swink is now starting to get that bottom side to work. So that slider through 3 and 4 has worked real well for him. Let's see if he can start to pick up the pace and pull in on Moody. He was quicker. No, he is about 3/10 slower as they head through turn number 1 and 2. Mills going to get a good run on the outside. Great battle for the number 2 spot. Oh, Swink rolls up the track. Mills gets the run, looks for the cut down into turn number 1 and 2. He's going to slide it in 1 and 2. Big slide through 1 and 2. Here comes Swink back to the bottom out of turn number 2. Drag race down the back straightaway. Give the spot to Swink as they head into 3 and 4. He's so good in this 3 and 4 slide. He looks good here. 1 and 2 looks a little unnatural though. Great run for Swink out of turn number 4 down into 1 and 2. 10 laps to go. 10 laps to go. Swink likes that bottom side in 1 and 2. Mills going to roll the top side. Going to be Gary Edwards in 4th. BK somehow in 5th. He is trying to hold on to that thing as Remington James has moved back up into the number 6 spot as they come out of turn number 4. Contact as Drew Dawson and Register get together in 3 and 4. Moody out front 2.8 seconds as they come across the line. 8 laps to go. Swink in 2nd. Mills in 3rd. Gary Edwards in 4th. Field pretty spread out. Got to go back here as Remington tries to hold on to that thing. That thing must not be handling good for Remington as we got a great battle for that number 7 spot and might be for 6 as Register tries to pull in on Remington. Down into turn number 3 and 4. Dawson got a back out of it as they come out of turn number 4. Register down low. Big run for James. Can't get it. Register in 6th that time. By as they head through turn number 1 and 2. Out of turn number 2, down the back straightaway. Remington going to try to get the run on the outside. Down the back straightaway into 3 and 4. Register going to blink out. Where's he at? There he is. As they come out of turn number 4, going to be 44 laps complete. 6 laps to go as Moody continues to lead out of turn number 4. 5 more laps for Landon Moody. Swink now nursing the bottom side on both ends of the track. He's going to go to the bottom of turn number 1 and 2. That exit out of 2 on the bottom has been great for him as we got issues in the back. Shane Haas goes around. No caution flag somehow as they come out of turn number 4. Cook is going to go 1 lap down. Haas next on the chopping blocks as his hood is popping up and down as they come out of turn number 2. It's definitely the Moody show. As we move back up to this battle, as it looks like BK is closing in on Edwards. Register now solidly in the number 6 spot. James in 7th. Lindy has pulled off the track. Shane Haas trying to hold off Moody. Not going a lap down as they head into turn number 3 and 4. Moody going to jump up to the top side. It's been pretty rough tonight, Braden. As they come out of turn number 4, it is going to be 2 laps to go. 2 laps to go for Landon Moody. We got a battle starting to brew for the number 4 spot. I don't know how Brayton is driving that thing. Be completely honest with you, that car has been tore up pretty good. Let's go jump on board. Let's see if we can see how much he's got to turn that thing to the right down the straightaway. Yeah, that thing is hard to drive. You can see him sawing at the wheel in that number 28. Moody leads it out of turn number 4. Checkered flag in the air. Give it to Landon Moody. Swank's going to bring it home in second. Mills in third. Battle for fourth. It's going to be Edwards, BK, Register, Remington James, Shane Haas, and Cook rounding out the running cars. Ooh. All right, let's see what happens here. So these guys were mad at each other. Let's go take a look and see what happened. Oh! All right, I got to do interviews in a second. I don't want to have to unmute the chat and then deal with it. We can hug it out later. I love you guys. All right, it's going to be Landon Moody with the win. Michael Swank in second. Jalen Mills in third. Going to be Gary Edwards in that number 4 spot. BK in fifth. Andrew Register in 6th. Going to be Remington James in the number 7 spot. Shane Haas in 8th. Britton Cook in 9th. Going to be Drew Dawson in the number 10 spot. Lindy in 11th. Cameron Jacobs in 12th. Logan Anderson 13th. Mike Menez in 14th. Austin Smith 15th. And Justin Bennett in that number 16 spot. Let's go bring in our top 3. Oh.
No, man, you guys are good. You don't make many mistakes, even if you do. You know,
I'm gonna have to ask Jalen next week if we need a track reset, since Moody, I can't count on Moody. I think no. Next week we're getting a track reset. It's the Chili Bowl.
Well, we might need one for Chili Bowl.
Yeah, I'm just picking on you. You know, I'll be honest. There was some phenomenal racing up at the front. If we could have cleaned it up in the back, that would have been great. There was a couple of mistakes, but I mean, Matt was great. Brayton was great when he's up there. Made a mistake with Lindy, really. But other than that, I mean, you guys all did a phenomenal job tonight. Mills, you had to come from the back. Did not have the heat race you wanted. But I'll tell you what, that 20 was fast tonight.
yeah, it was about a third place car, really. That's what we were just talking about. Is those guys ahead of me were definitely better, but I feel like we were definitely third. We weren't a 4th place car; we were a 3rd place car. So if we could get a couple more spots one of these days, we'll be in good shape.
You know, you've been kind of in that position, you know, each and every week. You're always in that top 3. Tonight was a slick track. I mean, it was tricky. That top side went away. Not a whole lot of cushion. You can't count on the wall like you can on a couple where you can give it the tap. I mean, how hard was it racing those guys? I mean, you and Swank had a hell of a race at the end there, and you guys were basically driving on ice.
Yeah, it was cool because we were running 2 really polar opposite lines, and you know, he raced me clean the whole time, and I did my best to race him back that way. And you know, for a track that's flat like that, it raced a little better than I thought. It seems like these cars race really good on the bowl style tracks, you know, Lanier, Eldora, Cedar Lake. You know, so it was a little better than I expected it to be, for sure.
Yeah, I think we're getting more cars, and we definitely need a slight track reset before the feature. I think that's the one thing we were missing here, was just giving it a little bit more mud before the race, because there wasn't a whole lot to work with. But great run here tonight. Why don't you go ahead and give a shout out to friends, family, sponsors.
Yeah, I'm gonna shout out the 52 car. Pleasure racing with him. Really enjoyed doing it, and can't wait to see him crashed out in the back next week too.
Good run. I love how you do that. I mean, I can't hate on that. I like Andrew, but I love how you do that. Swank, man, you kind of watched the show. Go ahead. Sorry. It's fun, Mills. I enjoy it. Swank, you had a hell of a show.
Yeah, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you there.
No, you're good. You're good. No worries. Swank had a hell of a show here tonight, though. He watched a lot of it patiently, sitting, fourth, fifth all night long. Watched a lot of crazy racing and working that bottom late, Mike. Man, that was a good race for you tonight. You stayed away from the alcohol. Definitely helped a lot.
Yeah, it was a really good race. It's frustrating to just watch Landon walk away with it because I can't figure out the top. I kind of just ran out of talent when it went to the top. But no, it's fun racing Mills there. I think I was just better in turn one, and that's what it really came down to. Is if you can hit that line perfectly in a big block, it just really helps you get off the corner. But 3 and 4 is just super tricky because there's just nowhere to go other than the top for. And Landon was showing that because he just still walk away every lap at the end.
We look at these cars. They're stock cars. You'd think they'd relate more to like a closed wheel, fender car, like a late model. But there are a lot of similarities with how you have to drive this compared to a big block. I mean, you got to be easy on the throttle. Make sure the car's straight. That transfers over a lot here, especially when you were working the bottom coming out of 2, hitting that little bit of mud coming out of turn 2 and being able to get on the gas.
Yeah, the reason why I come back every week is not just to race Moody, but is because of how realistic the ARCA car is, rather than the actual dirt cars on the sim. It's just crazy because I felt so good on the bottom with this car compared to a big block. I just feel like it turns in way better. Like you said, the throttle control feels more like a real car. The big block they just feel funky after getting used to these, but it makes for really great racing on a lot of tracks with these cars. So I enjoy coming to run these.
Yeah, for sure. We enjoy having you out here. Definitely starting to build a really good group, especially towards the front of the field, and hope to see a lot more races. Why don't you go ahead and give a shout out to friends, family, sponsors?
Yeah, I just got a shout out to you for the broadcast, so I can go back and have something to watch tonight before bed. Um, Drew helps me. Drew Olton helps me a lot on the sim. We've been teaming up this last season. I think been jolly for making wraps and the clean racing with the boys tonight, Landon and Draylon and some of the other fews that I don't know yet. But it was all in all a really fun night. Hope to see y'all next Wednesday.
Yeah, definitely hope to see you. Thanks for coming out, and good run.
Thanks, James.
And we got the man.
Good win, Moody.
Yeah, we got the man, the myth, the legend coming up next, Landon Moody. Man, another win here tonight. It was not easy. Lindy giving you a hell of a battle up at the front. It was just a matter of, it seemed like the cautions fell right. That track position being up front was so essential because people were able to make some crazy moves up for about second on back, and you'd end up 2-3 wide, could drop back to sixth and then back up to second. It was insane tonight, Moody.
I was constantly or consistently racing someone, it seemed like tonight, or I was at least trying to hold someone off. But really stout field. I mean, I couldn't have asked for a better field there if you ask me. Had Lindy up there, had Brayton, had Swank, had all those guys. Jalen even was up there at the end, and it was, really good field. Races ain't getting any easier, that's for sure.
You still seem to be coming up top. I mean, a lot of that, I mean, you got to attribute to maybe some experience in the ARCA card now, working on season number 3. But these guys coming out good. BK coming back. Jalen is exceptional. Swank when he doesn't drink too much. But yeah, I mean, definitely a harder and harder field. I mean, it's going to be hard to continue to pull off these wins with these guys each and every week. I mean, how much more important is it for you to prep coming into next week's race?
It's definitely gonna start to get here a little bit here important soon. But I mean, Chili Bowl, I feel like you really gonna have to you have to prep for that track because I think is it the smallest track we go to all season? I think it is.
It is.
Or at least one of the smallest tracks we go to. I think Lanier is like the second smallest, but yeah, it's definitely a different beast compared to anything we go to. But hopefully it puts on a pretty good show. Last season it worked, I should say the week 13 race we did toward at the end of the last season was pretty good. So I think it'll if that'll work. If it can work the first time, I don't see why it can work the second time. I definitely feel like we're gonna have to do track reset though for Chili Bowl. I mean, I think I did do it in real life, so I feel like it would be the best thing to do here too.
Luke says congratulations on the W, Moody. Luke was actually saying, he was actually asking earlier if you guys if somebody would help him get a little bit better. He was asking about you and Remington and some of the other guys, but good run here tonight. Brayton says me suck terribly. Brayton struggled today, but I don't know how he was driving that thing at the end of the race because he smoked the tire and somehow he still.
Yeah. It sounded like he found a tractor tire. He sounded like he did what I did.
He ate that thing so bad. I was watching when it happened. So,
yeah.
But good run tonight,
Are you talking about Mills?
No, Brayton. Brayton absolutely demolished. You were right there. He demolished the inside tire. I think in 1 and 2 it was. Absolutely ate it. I mean, he got air and everything, but it was wild. But good run. It was good to the Rex. Yeah, you were. Good run here tonight, Moody. Why don't you give a shout out to friends, family, sponsors?
Yeah, I want to thank you for putting on this deal every week. It's been fun like always, and hopefully we can put on a good show going at the Chili Bowl next week. All the guys at 3D Racing, Precision 3D Prints and Designs, Justin Norwood Sim Sports, all the boys who showed up tonight, Swank, Braden, Jalen, all those guys, Andrew, Shane, all the guys in my Discord, and all the friends and family watching.
Well, good run, guys. Thanks for coming out, and I'll come talk to you guys in a few.
And for.
All right, guys. Long night here tonight with the ARCA Clay Clash. We're definitely going to have to tweak a couple things to keep the racing good. But thanks for coming out, everybody. We'll be back tomorrow night with some double action whoop. Make sure you guys watch for those announcements. As always, until next time,